feel that you're still the right voice and expect to continue to be commissioner beyond the CBA?
Yeah, I certainly, that's another inaccurate statement out there that everybody reads and takes clickbait on. Obviously, I've never been a quitter. I'm entering my 40th year, actually this month, in business. Never been a quitter, never shied away from tough situations. I think leadership, the cream always rises to the top, and I've always been someone who believes in the fact that we have, if there's things we need to fix, we're going to fix them. If there are things the players have a perspective on that they don't like that we're doing or I'm doing, we'll fix them.
And that is the first time we have heard from Cathy Engelbert since Napheesa Collier's comments last week. Kendra Andrews joins us now from Las Vegas, where she was for Game 1 of the WNBA Finals. You've had a chance to talk to players from not just there, but around the WNBA. What's been the reaction to the commissioner and what she said today?
Yeah, from everyone that I've been talking to around the league tonight, they just aren't quite satisfied with what Cathy said in her press conference today. Now, she didn't deny all of the alleged comments that Napheesa Collier made in that exit interview, but she did say that there were inaccuracies around what Collier said happened in a conversation that they had back in February. And in doing that and saying that there were inaccuracies, it's really furthering the gap that Cathy has with players in this league. And that has been one of the biggest talking points for players as the fallout from Collier's exit interview continues. And the thing is at this point, where do they go from here, both in bridging that gap and rebuilding that trust, which Cathy said she has to do and will do anything to make that happen, but then also in negotiating the ongoing CBA contract. Sources are telling me they just don't know exactly where they can go from here.
And that is the problem. Those are ongoing, and the current CBA expires on Halloween, October the 31st, which is right around the corner. Kendra, thank you.
Remember a couple years back when the Warriors had this two-timeline vision for success? It was kind of like Steak and Tenderish with Steph Curry and crew and develop that young core of Poole, Kuminga, and Pajensky. You know, get ready for that next run. And Curry hangs it up, I don't know, like year 15. Well, here we are. Steph, year 17, better than ever. That two-timeline thing, donezo. The Curry timeline is the only timeline as long as he's still draining those half-court threes with ease. And as he sits down with Malika Andrews, he may not even be close to hanging it up.
Hey, it's Stephen Curry with the Warriors. Golden State. I was gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Hey, it's Stephen Curry with the Golden State Warriors. The journey continues.
Curry splits the defense. Curry is a master at that. Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry! Here's Curry for the record. It's good!
Steph, this is 2009, your very first media day.
Yes.
This is now year 17 for you. Looking at that young Steph Curry, would you tell him that 6 NBA Finals, 4 rings, would you tell him that that's enough, or is there still some story to be written?
No, there's definitely some story to be written, but that would have been a really cool message to give. 09 version. I'm just glad I got a jersey that fits now. Definitely some more to do.
Moves inside.
Chasing your very first title and the urgency you felt to get that first one versus the urgency you feel now, knowing that Father Time is undefeated. Can you describe the difference?
Not youthful, like inexperienced, but energy. You're a little naive a little bit to understand what it actually takes to get over the hump. Versus now with all of the experience and understanding of what set yourself up for winning basketball come playoff time. Like we're relying on that expertise and IQ and knowledge now, to overcome Father Time. That know-how, it adds a little bit of anxiousness because you know what it takes. Like there's no secret.
When you look around this year, this locker room, and the Western Conference that you're up against, where are you on that continuum?
We have a legitimate shot. We can square up against anybody in the West, and we just want to have an opportunity to show that in the playoffs. But Jimmy adds another dynamic that we didn't even have back then, so I'm excited to kind of see it all the way through.
You told me that there's no shame in acknowledging that the end is near.
The undisputed author of the three-point record book. The greatest shooter the game has ever seen.
Do you know when that end is going to be?
No clue. I just know it's closer than it was even yesterday. It's just a matter of like acknowledging it's fun because the more I talk about it, the more you appreciate what all goes into preparing yourself. But all that stuff is just the privilege that you've earned but I'm trying not to put any timestamps or anything other than just sense of urgency on the now.
Coming up, Ryan, what do bad blood and FSU and Miami have in common? Are you ready for it? Because the biggest Swiftie in the building might be Ryan McGee. He really digs deep to get you ready for the college football weekend. That is ahead of Hi, I spent the day egg hunting, and I can only assume that Ryan did too because I know how much he loves both Love and Taylor Swift. And as we all know, Life of a Showgirl was released today. So, questions. Is it Blake Lively or Brittany Mahomes who is being referenced and canceled? Also, Wood. His love was the key. Girl, those lyrics. And then we go to ruin the friendship, and if that doesn't wreck you, probably will. A little like Miami and FSU are hoping to do to each other. Something else I learned today, Ryan McGee is a Swiftie.
I spent this week doing something many of you know all too well. I had that James Dean daydream look in my eye for Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Once I was finally able to say, you belong with me, I could hear college football week 6 calling out to me, come back, be here, because you know there's gonna be bad blood down in Tallahassee. Are you ready for it? Boom, boom, boom.
The anticipation for this game has been so thick.
When 18th ranked Florida State hosts number 3 Miami for their 70th meeting and their biggest matchup in nearly a decade,
The Noles block the PAT.
that was 2016 when 23rd ranked FSU upset number 10 Miami. No doubt singing, as they will again Saturday, who's afraid of little old me? You should be. Even as each program has had to endure their recent eras of trying to get out of the woods, they are now quick to remind us I'm right where you left me. As in wide rights. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Same old story.
And wide left in 2002. This is me trying to remember all of the legends who have played or coached in this game evermore. From Coach Bowden and Primetime to Jimmy Johnson and Ray Lewis, who on this year's roster will one day sing I Bet You Think About Me, Carson Beck, Tommy Castellanos, Ruben Bain Jr., or Earl Little Jr.
One play at a time. Brotherhood and for the youth.
Did you know the world's most famous Chiefs fan has been nominated for 58 Grammys and won 14? That's pretty close to the final score of Miami's 2020 win over Florida State when they let the Sparks fly 52-10. And did you know that she was born on December 13th, 1989, 5 weeks after number 9 FSU stunned number 2 Miami? I knew they were trouble after Sebastian Miatas tried to go full anti-hero and was detained for attempting to snuff out Osceola's flaming spear. That's not the kind of history that allows us to shake it off. I think he knows, and she knows, and we all know that when it comes to college football's love story between the Noles and Canes, we turn it on and stay, just like Tay.
And coming up, Aces star Asia Wilson joins the show after a big-time Game 1 win over the Mercury.